Welcome back to a new food reviews with Phatty. As always, I'm your host, Phatty, aka Jay. So we do have something different on the video today. This is going to be part 2 of the Wendy's SpongeBob Collabo. So what this is basically this is the part 2 of the videos for the SpongeBob collaboration from Wendy's. Again, they did charge me an extra 50 cents for this pineapple Frosty. They do call it the small vanilla pineapple Frosty. They charge $9.29 for the Krabby Patty meal. They do call it a Krabby Patty single. I don't know why. With a medium fry, and then they charge you an extra 15 cents. So $9.29 plus the 50 cents for the Frosty itself, which I don't understand why you get charged extra for the Frosty when it's supposed to be a one package meal deal, but apparently it's not. So for a mobile takeout order, this did come to $10.48, as I said in the previous video. So this Frosty better be good, because at the price that they're charging for this, their burger was garbage. And I mean absolute garbage. It was disgusting. Well, actually, let me rephrase. It wasn't disgusting. It just wasn't what I expected. I thought there would be something different, like the sauce would have some kind of different flavor, but it was really bland and kind of a little not good. But this is, I'm kind of hoping, is a little different, because I mean it is a Frosty treat, so it kind of has to be some kind of good. Now the first thing I did notice though is, if you look, you can see that the Frosty, all the frosting, the Frosty flavor is on the bottom. And I don't know why they would put just a little tiny bit in the bottom. But I will tell you that this Pinellas Park Wendy's, they really don't try real hard to make things as good as they could be. But I get it, because, you know, working at restaurants, you know, I mean, it's hard to work at a restaurant and try to give quality food when they expect speed. For some reason, Wendy's and a lot of the fast food places want to try to set a time frame for people to make things. So they not only want to not pay their workers very well, they pay them very low pay, but then also they expect them to move as fast as humanly possible, which is kind of a shame, really, when you think about it, because I get it, you want to make production, but at the same time, you want to run your workers to death just for your gain only, and they don't get anything back. They don't get bonuses. They don't get anything given to them special. 9 times out of 10, the best they get is their paycheck, which is very low wages. And if you don't know, in Florida, that the truth is that they say in Florida that if you make less than $25 an hour, you're barely living. So that's the one thing that I want to say, first things first, is I guarantee that you're not making $25 an hour at any franchisee restaurant in Florida. So I wish everybody the best that can do that, unless you're a manager. And then if you're a manager, you drive a BMW. Yeah, that's how the manager works at this one. She drives a nice blue BMW while everybody else walks or rides the bus. So I'm just calling that out how it is. I'm not going to call out any names, but I do know that that's true. I've seen it myself personally, because I actually was going to work there part-time at one point, and I chose not to because the wages were so low. I was like, wow, I'm already making some money, but am I willing to work? Am I willing to sell my soul for $12 an hour? No. Although I did do the interview and I passed the interview, that's because they'll hire anybody, because they know that they're going to make money off of that person. Plus, they're going to make money off the food always. So yeah, that's another thing, but that's a story for another day. I'm not really going to open up on this one too much, but we're going to go ahead and dig in on this Frosty here. Now, like I said, I just see a bunch of vanilla ice cream. But I don't see much of the, if you see, there's really nothing like inside. It's just underneath. So I guess you got to like really dig down inside the bottom to get some of that little tiny bit. If you see the little tiny bit of pineapple there that they gave you. They call this a pineapple Frosty, and you have to dig clear to the bottom underneath the whole Frosty to get like a little bit of it. And I'm going to see if it's even worth it. Nope, didn't taste any pineapple in that bite. I mean, that's really shameful that they would give you a full cup of ice cream and a little tiny bit down to the very bottom of the freaking, the pineapple, as they call it, which is definitely some kind of unnatural flavor. If it tastes like pineapple even. I can't even taste the pineapple because they didn't put enough of this of the filling that's supposed to be in there. It's supposed to be a pineapple Frosty. They definitely didn't do this right. If you want to get this made right, I suggest you try to find another Wendy's that's not located. There's one in St. Petersburg. It's off of 34th Street. You might be better off going there than the Pinellas Park one. Now, don't quote me on that one because I can't guarantee that that one's going to be any better. Like I said, they really don't pay these people enough to do their jobs the way they should. And they rush them. So, of course, it's going to be spray. There's a little bit and then a whole bunch of Frosty. But, yeah, I'm really not tasting any kind of pineapple. That bite, it took me 3 bites and I had to dig down into the bottom. I did get a little hint of pineapple. But of course it's like a generic pineapple taste. Let me see if I can try to dig in and get a little bit more. It's like really hard to because there's so much Frosty and so little of the pineapple. Okay, so here we go. This is not surprising. I'm kind of happy that the Frosty was only 50 cents. I kind of wish it would have been free. Okay, so truth be told is this pineapple Frosty isn't worth anything. It doesn't taste like pineapple. It's just a very, very small hint. There's so much vanilla ice cream that to even taste any of the pineapple, you just got to really dig down in there. And then the pineapple taste itself, it doesn't really taste like pineapple. It's kind of got like a, honestly, it's kind of weird. It's like a, it's kind of like they added a little tiny bit of pineapple into a whole bunch of like butterscotch and kind of mixed it all together. And yeah, I mean, it's almost got a butterscotch pineapple taste. Butterscotch with a hint of pineapple, basically. Yeah, this is not the most impressive thing in the world, which I didn't expect it to be, but I was kind of hoping it would at least be tasty. I kind of thought they would mix the stuff in there, like put a little bit, like maybe some on top, some on bottom. Unfortunately, like I said, this Wendy's, I don't know what their problem is really. They just, for some reason, do not make it the way they should. This happens all the time. I don't understand. It's like they're afraid they're going to go out of business if they give you too much topping, if they give you too much like sauce for something, if they give you too much ketchup. It's almost like they're losing their Christmas bonus. But much like the movie Scrooge, they're not getting any Christmas bonus. They're not going to see anything special for Christmas except for their paycheck if it lands on Christmas Day. and they're probably going to be working Christmas Day, most likely. And so to the workers out there, I do give you a shout out because I know how hard it is to work in a restaurant, especially for Wendy's. Very low wages. They don't treat you right. They make you work really fast. Basically, you sell your soul for a very small paycheck. They pay you every 2 weeks. And yeah, I mean, I shout out to the workers that are willing to put the work in because I know how bad you guys are treated. And I really hate it because it's like, I get it that these companies want to make money and they are franchising and they are paying a lot to franchise these businesses. But at the same time, you really should get the wages that you deserve. That way, and the time to make things correctly. Because the truth is that in life, you either get quality or quantity. Of course, these franchisees are greedy and they want quantity over quality. That's usually how it goes. Corporate greed is known worldwide. So, yeah, that's the basis of that there. So I'm going to really go ahead and get Mr. Predicto out. I'm going to let him make his decision, and then we're going to call it a day. Mr. Predicto, does this pineapple Frosty suck?
The answer is yes.
Exactly. Mr. Predicto knows even that this Frosty sucks. It doesn't taste like a pineapple. I didn't expect it to. But I expected to get at least enough of the topping that it would actually be on top and not on the bottom. So I guess you can call this a bottom Frosty. I see why they called it Bikini Bottom, because all the topping is at the very bottom of the Frosty. Yeah, Frosty Bottom is what they should have called this. The Frosty Bottom Shake. I'm sorry, the Frosty Bottom Frosty. Yeah, but anyhow, yeah, this is not that good. I'm not surprised. For the value, thumbs down, because I shouldn't have had to pay 50 cents extra for something that's supposed to come with the meal. That's BS. That's upselling. That's ripping me off. For the fact that they're only this little bit, for visual, 2 thumbs down. If I had 10 thumbs, I'd put 10 thumbs down for the whole total. Because all it is a vanilla Frosty with a little tiny bit of pineapple filling on the bottom. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this one. I'm just going to go ahead and call it a day because I have to be honest, this whole collaboration meal has just been completely disappointing. But to no avail. This is not a surprise to me. I expected it to be disappointing, actually. And yeah, I don't know why I chose to do a video that I knew was going to be completely negative, both videos. But I kind of just wanted to at least give it a try and see where we were at with it. But yeah, this is terrible. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. So it is a day. And as always, food reviews with Phatty out.